everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Awesome Sauce Thursday. Hey, everyone. I'm Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head. And this is my Thursday show called Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce, where I showcase 10-ish, very heavy on the ish part, varieties each week that I'm obsessed with. And if it's your first time watching, welcome. Feel free to drop a line in the comments and let us know it's your first time watching and where you're watching from. And if you are not new to the show, welcome back to you too. I like to come to you live. I like to interact with all of you. So please, if you have anything to say, if you've grown a variety before and you want to let us know if it's good or bad, or if something looks good, please, the more comments, the better. I can't get to them all, but I do try to get as many on the screen as I can. Justin was first comment. I don't know where Sherman is, but hey, Justin, you win for the day. So I put comments on the screen like this throughout the episode. Today's episode is sponsored by Jeffrey Rainmaker of Briar Saint Seeds. He also has a shop on Etsy called Native Plant Works. He has all kinds of Bill Yoder varieties, and he's got this shop on his website is briarsaintseeds.com. And he's very kindly wanted to sponsor this episode, and he's got some great seed prizes to give away. Also, I just want to announce it. I'll put it in the group also, but he has created a coupon code for members of Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap and viewers of my show here that you can get 20% off your order forever with the code TLC20, which is easy to remember. That's the same one as we use for t-shirt company Inspired Garden Life. So thank you, Jeffrey, if you're watching, very much. His website is briarsaintseeds.com. I know many of you have shopped there already. He's got fantastic varieties. A few I'm going to talk about today, but he's got a lot of the Bill Yoder ones, as I already mentioned. Today in the group, I sang the praises of a variety that I grew last year as well called Nano's Meatball Dwarf. He carries that. He carries a couple things that I'm going to talk about today too. So make sure you put in the comments #tomato. Let me tell you what he's donated for today's prizes. So it's 3 envelopes he's put together. Oh, I should also say through the end of August. So along with the coupon code, through the end of August, with each order, you also get one of these really nifty good luck coins, he calls them. And it says, every seed a spell, every bloom a tale. Aren't they cute? So with each prize, I should take it out of here. With each prize that he's donating today, you'll get one of these also. So for 3 people, you will win. So here's the front. Isn't it pretty? It's not focusing, but... And then on the back, it says Briar Saint Seeds. So anyway, so use the code TLC20. And then through the end of August, you will get one of these with your order. He has free shipping, international as well. Over $20 is free. International shipping is $3 if your order's under $20. And then domestic shipping depends on how much you order, apparently. But over $20 is free. Very easy to do when you're shopping for seeds. So let me tell you about the 3 packages, rather. The first one is what he calls the Yoder collection. Packaged all ready to go here. And it's 4 varieties. Come Undone, Save a Prayer, Little Red Corvette, which is a dwarf, and What You Want. So that's prize number 1. And all you have to do to win these, by the way, if it's your first time watching, just put in the comments #tomato. You only need to do it once. And then at the end of the episode, I will do a drawing for 3 lucky winners. Second package is called the Dwarf Collection. Deaton's Dwarf, Fred's Tie-Dye Dwarf, 62208 Dwarf, which I'm talking about today, and Tanager Dwarf. So that's prize number 2. And then prize number 3 he calls best sellers. Nano's Meatball, Pa's Pride, which is a great mini dwarf by Heidi Dolan. Hazel Grouse Under the Pineapple, which I tasted live on the show here a couple weeks ago. It's really, really good. And Dwarf Antho Pink Panther. So that's prize number 3. So Jeffrey And Briar St. Seeds, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. Feel very fortunate. And again, with all three of those, you get a good luck coin. So I will be reminding you guys of the coupon code throughout the show for those of you that are joining late. But long story short, put in hashtag tomato in the comments. Let's see who's here today. We already said hi to Justin. Hey, blah, blah. Happy Thursday. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for being here. Lisa, I saw your comment before I went live and I wanted to smack you. Hard to believe we're heading towards fall. Smack, smack, smack. Nah, 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 nah. I can't think like that. Although if you saw my garden tour on Tuesday, you'll see that it's for sure. My garden looks like fall is coming. My plants, it seems so early, but it's not. I mean, if you saw my tour on Tuesday, you see I've had another epic season. My harvests have been fantastic, but a lot of my plants are like coughing their last breath because they produced so much. I know I sound like a brat bragging about this, but last night we had the first rain we've had in probably a month. It's been a drought. We had a drought last summer as well. We had very heavy rains last night. So the gross, crusty brown stuff on my plants is now wet, crusty brown stuff on my plants. And I'm starting to get some pests, the stink bug thingies and the tobacco worms. I'm finding some of my varieties that I haven't tasted yet I'm having to pull these worms out of them, the little jerks. Not getting tomato hornworms much, but those brown ones, which do a job, not so much on the foliage, but on the tomatoes. So anyway, I don't know if I'll be doing any more Tomato Tour Tuesdays. After this week was like, you saw what my garden looked like. If you didn't watch the show, it was a good episode. If I continue on with them this year, maybe I can just kind of go through and show you my harvest like I did. I think half the episode on Tuesday was devoted to that. So I might do that. And we can always glance out in the garden. I got a few comments on that video saying they appreciated that I showed the good, the bad, and the ugly, so to speak. And I do. Jen does also. I show the good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't pretend that things are, perfect because I don't think that's realistic. In my neck of the woods, come August, beginning of August is when the harvest starts going. Middle of August is when disease really runs rampant, and especially in those 6 raised beds I have. The in-ground bed, that's a little bit behind for whatever reason. I think it gets more shade. So a lot of the stuff in there I haven't even tasted yet, which is good. It'll spread out. What I'm going to have for our Carlisle tomato tasting and seed swap, which is a month away, we shall see. I still have lots of green tomatoes, but Jen and I were talking. We're like, well, we're rethinking kind of doing this the end of September. We don't know what tomatoes we'll have left, but at the very least, I'll bring what I have. Jen will bring what she has, and maybe we just make it a seed swap. I'll bring some. I'm sure I'll have some tomatoes. I mean, I often have tomatoes right in until end of October. They're not always great tomatoes, but I'll bring lots of seeds, and I've been doing lots and lots of seed saving. So speaking of which, just in case you don't know, we're doing our first annual tomato tasting and seed swap. It's in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at Latort Park. We've rented the main pavilion. It's from 1 to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We would love to have you all with us. Even if you don't have seeds or tomatoes, just come. We can meet, we can hug, we can get to know each other. We did our second annual plant swap and meetup back in May, and it was great. And we'd love to see many of you. We've been advertising this for months now. So bring the family, bring your kids, bring your significant other, bring a friend or 2 or 3 or 4, make a weekend out of it. Hershey is not far away, and there's lots of other touristy things in the area. I know our friends Tim and Darylyn from Inspired Garden Life are planning on being there. I know Ken Fry from Forgotten Heirlooms is going to be there. I feel like I heard from somebody else this week, like a vendor that was going to be there as well. I forget. So hopefully you can join us there. And Tomato Talk Live, I hope you caught our episode not this past Friday, but the Friday before, we had Craig LaHoulier back on the show. It was great. We have Bill Yoder. I don't think I've said this yet. Bill Yoder is coming for our September episode. Almost sure. It depends on how he's feeling, but that will be Friday, September 5th. So we'll have Bill Yoder. He's come on the show. Gosh, it's been well over a year, probably a year and a half since he's been on. So I know many of us are growing his varieties. I'm talking about a few of them today. I'm going to taste one of them for the first time today with you guys too. And he's become a friend. He's just a really great guy and obviously a very talented breeder. So mark your calendars for that. All right, let's get back to comments. Hey, Teresa. And blah blah says, can't wait for the weather to cool off. Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet, but I hear you. I hear you. It's been hot. Thanks, blah blah. Yeah, if everybody can like this show on YouTube. By the way, if you're watching on Instagram, hi there. I can't see your comments. EV Mux, the platform that I use, I can't see your comments. You're allowed to watch me, and you can see me, obviously, but I can't see you. So if you'd like to win the prizes, come on over to my YouTube channel, which is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. And if you're asking a question or commenting, I can't see it, unfortunately. Who else do we have here? Heidi's here. Hey, Heidi. I know. I'm wondering where Sherman is too. I haven't heard from him. I heard from him yesterday. I told him he's in New Jersey also, and I was out with a friend yesterday, and he said, can I stop by? And I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm out with a friend. I'm never out with a friend. Actually, that's not true. I had a friend here last week with me, didn't I? My friend Linda. I don't know where Sherman is. Hopefully he's okay. Hey, Tara Dove. Nice to see you, Lori. Hey, Linda. Hello, fellow tomato heads. Sesso Garden. Hi there. I don't know if I recognize your account, but welcome. Welcome. Happy to have you. Hey, Sherva. I'm ready to win the Scratcher. What's the Scratcher? I don't know, but we do have good prizes today. Hey, Denise and Mayor from afar. Hey there. Hey there. Idaho Garden Girl's here. Hey, Idaho Garden Girl. And Pretty from Grow, Cook, Eat, Repeat. Christy. Hi, everyone. Good morning, Deborah. Nice to see you. Hi, Roxanne. And Ms. Jenkins. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday, Junior. I like that. Friday, Junior. I like that a lot. Hey, Adrian Baker. Nice to see you. And Janet. If you're just joining in, Jeffrey Rainmaker from Briar Saint Seeds is sponsoring the prizes for today's episode. They're really great seed packages, which I'll show again in a bit. But you trust me, you want to win these and these great good luck medallions that say every seed a spell, every bloom a tale. So three lucky winners will win that at the end of the episode. Hey, Jerry, nice to see you. And Anne is here. And Keena, my bestie. Hey, Keena. Speaking of which, I haven't mentioned this yet, but Keena, Jen Joy, and I run an amazing community on Facebook called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. If you are watching on YouTube and you aren't a member, please join us. It's great for anyone from the beginning grower to never grown, but you're thinking about it perhaps next year. Whether it's regular tomatoes or micro dwarf tomatoes, we're all about education. We do swap seeds. We offer the opportunity to get seeds for stamps. So we don't exchange money, but you can, like today on Thursdays, we have a stamp game where people will list what they have and you can give stamps for those episodes. You can build your collection. We have resource sheets for all kinds of things like micro and mini dwarfs, like variegated foliage varieties, dwarf tomato project varieties. So we're a really one-stop shopping place for the tomato enthusiast. So please join us. If you hate Facebook, I get it. Join us just to become a member. Speaking of kind of hating Facebook, I put this in. So we have these community chats in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap and Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. We only have a few. They don't have a lot of members. But some people really, really enjoy them. And I got a notice in the Facebook Power Admins group this week that Facebook is phasing those out at the end of the month. So they're going to pause them, so you won't be able to comment anymore. And then I don't know how much longer after that, but they're going to delete them. So people are like, where are we going to chat? Where are we going to chat? Well, it was always a bonus part of the main group, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. So that's where we chat. Yeah, I know many of you really liked that. So those will be defunct. Facebook giveth and they taketh away, and it makes me insane. But sorry for anybody that really counted on those. Sometimes I think people are in the chats and they don't realize there's part of a bigger group that comes with it, and I'm not sure how that's possible. But they do get a little challenging to moderate. I know Kina would agree with me, and Jen would as well. But they're also really good. We had a breeder tomato breeding one, a dwarf tomato project one, and they're still active through, I think, August 25th. So you can still comment now. It just will be going bye-bye in a few weeks. Who else we have here? Hey, Susan. And lots of thank you for Jeffrey. Hi, Natalia. Nice to see you. And Nerea is here. Heidi likes the good luck coin. Isn't it cute? I'm going to have to put extra postage on the envelope because these are quite heavy. So I'm going to have to put an extra stamp on these prizes, but they're worth it. They're very pretty. Hoochly, I'm way out in the woods with spotty internet, so forgive me if I disappear. No worries. I often kick myself out of my own episode, and I don't know what I do, honestly. Lately, it's been twice per episode. We'll see if I can get through one episode. I had a really good streak for a while where I wasn't kicking myself out, and then lately it's been like twice per episode. I don't know what I do. It has something to do with my mouse. I don't know what I'm doing, but I wouldn't notice you if you disappear. I have a feeling you'd notice if I disappear, but I always come right back. But I hope you have good internet so you can enjoy the episode. I literally just made a post about him in the Facebook group. I assume you're talking about Jeffrey and Briar St. Seeds? Or is it Craig LaHoulier? Probably Jeffrey. Yeah, he's wonderful. He's got great photos, too. He takes really great photos. Natalia, I need that good luck coin in my life. This gardening season was terrible. Well, even if you don't win today, in case you missed it, he's offering 20% off coupon, and this is international and U.S., so anybody can order from him. Through the end of August, with any order, you can get one of those good luck coins. And we have a forever coupon code, which is so generous, TLC20 for 20% off. So you can get yourself, and it's free shipping, $20 or over, $3 shipping international, under $20, and domestic in the United States. It depends on how much you order. So very, very inexpensive. And I know people have ordered. I ordered also and been very happy with what he has. And lots of Bill Yoder stuff. And what else? He's got a lot of stuff that a lot of vendors don't have, like Nano's Meatball Dwarf. Secret Seed Cartel they came out with that and they started it. Jeffrey carries that. He's got some Alexi Kulik varieties too. So I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but he's got great stuff. All right, who else do we have? Let's get to the comments. If it's your first time watching, I do eventually get to talking about tomatoes, and I will taste at least one today. Today I'm doing a little different. Everything I'm talking about today is stuff, I think everything. Yes, everything I'm talking about today is stuff that I've tasted already or I'm going to taste with you guys today. I was sharing that for the longest, up until the last week, maybe two, but Rob and I, we taste at night. We usually taste 5 or 6 each night. We were getting a lot of good tomatoes, but not great. We had an early great one with Mizora, that Japanese one, which we rated a 9 out of 10 and is just insanely good. And then we were having a lot of 6s and 7s. 7s are really good. 8 is great. 9 is exceptional. 10 is mind-blowing. And we haven't rated a 10 yet. I was sharing in the group today talking about Nano's Meatball Dwarf. We've rated that a 9.5 out of 10. Suffer Well is a 9.5 out of 10. Malachite Box, 9.5 out of 10. And I'm going to talk to you about another one, which I did mention on Tuesday. There's a little controversy with my Malachite Box because something beat it. Actually, two things beat it. I'll talk about that in a minute. But everything I'm going to talk about today is rated either 8 or above. It's not all of them. Because I kind of put it, I've been saving seeds like a madwoman today. So usually I spend all day getting ready for the episode. And today I only did a couple hours. In fact, my slideshow is all messed up. So hopefully it works. The EV Mux, the slideshow feature wasn't working. So I kind of just had to put images on top of each other. So fingers crossed it works. But I think I got most of the great and excellent varieties that we've tasted so far. Nothing I'm talking about today, I don't think, is a 7. And a 7's a really good review from us. It's a really good review. We've had a lot of 7s. We've had a lot of 6s. We had 1 5 and 1 4. I think we did another 5 last night, as a matter of fact. What was that? This is our tasting notebook. So I use this and other information that I write down about the plants to do my in-depth reviews. I'm so behind on those, but I do them all year round. This time of year, it's hard for me to keep up with them because I do put a lot of work into each one. But so these are kind of previews that I'm going to show you today, previews of things to come on my Instagram page and that I do eventually post in the group as well. So we'll take a look at some of the goodies that I've tasted so far. What's the website? The website is briarsaintseeds.com. BRIAR saintseeds.com. And don't forget to use the code TLC20. Hey, Deb. Nice to see you. I'm just going to skim here. Yes, Heidi, it was a wicked storm, wasn't it? My tomatoes were probably in shock. I don't water, for the most part, I don't water stuff that's not in grow bags unless it's really bad. Jen and I talk about this a lot, and I do it intentionally. I spend all day out there. It's not that I just don't feel like it. I just feel they're buried so deep that, especially our in-ground bed, it's even though we amend the soil, it's clay soil and it holds moisture very well. So, and for me, I feel that my tomatoes taste better when they're not doused in water. But everybody's climate is different, so don't go by what I say. Do as I say, not as I do. It totally depends on your climate. If you're in a very dry, arid area, you don't want to listen to me. Many people have drip irrigation and all of that. That's just for where I live. And again, it's the in-ground and raised bed varieties. My grow bags, I absolutely water. They need to. They get very dry. It's been dry and hot, very dry and hot. Chastity, we've gotten so much rain the past week. The tomato plants that haven't been putting off blooms are finally starting to throw flowers. Yeah, I heard that, Natalia. And here in North Carolina, barely had a day without rain in the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy. Yeah, we hardly had any rain at all. Deb says, I loved seeing your kitchen counter spread. I backed the video up a few times to compare my fruit to yours. I found it very informative. Is that weird? No, I would do the same exact thing. Deb, I was telling Kina and Jen this morning how you also got a split from the sweet tropical pear. I almost talked about that today because Kina and Jen, there's a variety by Sophia Sakova called sweet tropical pear. I think it's an F6. And Sophia had sent me seeds, and I sent some to Jen. I sent some to Kina and sent some to Deb. And then, of course, myself. Kina and Jen got true to type. I did not. Deb did not. But my non-true to type is outrageously good. I tested the bricks. What did I say the bricks was this morning? It was like an 8.4 or something like that. They're gorgeous bicolor with just a touch of antho at the top. Um, so I keep saying I need to do this, but I need to message Sophia. I think I may call it sweet tropical peach because inside it looks like a peach. It almost tastes like a peach too. But I'd like to get her feedback on it since it's her variety. I know I saw somebody else in a different, like Tomatoes of the World or something. They also got a split from Sweet Tropical Pear, and it was more of a yellow. So she just went ahead and named it Sweet Tropical Lemon. So there's going to be a lot of different variants out there, but I try to be I don't know if responsible is the right word, but I don't want to put it out as Sweet Tropical Pear because it's not Sweet Tropical Pear. It's a split. And Sophia's on her site, she's very upfront with the fact that, she's releasing these generations early and it may split. So I got a split, but it's a delicious split. Sometimes and I've got a lot of cuckoos this year, meaning stuff that I've gotten in all from vendors, none from trades. That is not true to type. I've got more than last year too. And most of the time it's a bummer. But I've got one this year from Fertility Baton that's great. And I think I'm going to work to stabilize that. And then the Sweet Tropical Peach, I'm definitely going to work on because it is so good and so productive too. So in this case, I'm not bummed out, but sometimes, most of the time with the cuckoos, I'm a bit bummed out. Akelia, hi Akelia. I still have a ton of green tomatoes. Hopefully I will have lots to share at the Carlisle tasting. I have a lot of green ones too, as you saw on the garden tour. Most of the stuff from the in-ground bed. I shouldn't say most. I've tasted a lot from there. Death Row with all the cherries, not doing so great. I lost my Hungry Like the Wolf, which is a real bummer. It seems like I got bacterial wilt in that grow bag for whatever reason. But Missoura is still going strong. I'm like babying that thing like you wouldn't believe. Kathleen, yep, garden dead and crunchy here. Going to taste a Nana's meatball now. You must tell us what you think. So I posted in the group, and I keep referring to this, but I grew Nana's meatball door for the first time last year. And somebody, before I had a chance to taste it, somebody who had ripe ones before I did, talk on this show in the comments and said, wait till you taste it. It's about as good of a tomato as you can get. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Well, then I tasted it. It's true. And so I don't regrow a lot. We always regrow Malachite box, definitely regrow Suffer Well, Shake the Disease. And then I regrew a few, and always Jarson One Tricolor too. I just love that one. We did regrow and Bogatiri Lucia and Captain Lucky. I say I don't regrow. I did regrow more than usual this year because I wanted to make some crosses. Captain Lucky, Dwarf Awesome, which I also retasted today. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, so I retasted Nanos for the first time this morning. And I was reminded about why I regrew this variety. Wowza. For those of you who've grown it, put it in the comments. I don't think I've met anybody who didn't love it. I don't think I've seen anybody who didn't love it. It can be a bit of a drama queen. As far as growing, it grows painfully slow, ripens painfully slow, but boy, are these delicious tomatoes. They originated from Secret Seed Cartel. They have a whole story on their website. I know a few other places have them, including Jeffrey from Briar Saint Seeds. If you're just joining us, make sure you type in #tomato so you can win one of 3 prize packages donated from Briar Saint Seeds today. And in case you missed the announcement, Jeffrey, Rainmaker of Briar Saint, he's giving us a forever coupon code, TLC20, for 20% off your order. It's free shipping over $20. You can check them out at briarsaintseeds.com. He's got a great selection. Thanks again, Jeffrey. Sorry I'm repeating myself, but I see more and more people joining in as the thing progresses. I don't want anybody to miss out on these varieties. Okay, where we go. I'm 20 minutes behind already. Crossing my fingers for Bill Yoder. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a couple days, but last I checked, he was in. I can't wait to have him back on. We tried to get him on. He was supposed to come on last fall, And then he's in a lot of chronic pain, back issues, and believe me, with my issues, I completely agree. He wants to be on his game when he comes to us, but he is excited to come on, and he's such a great guy. And obviously, for those of you who've grown his tomatoes, you know he's a tremendous talent. I swear, if you have Sophia Sakova and her art on one side, and then Bill Yoder on the other side, cross those tomatoes, like sometimes a positive and a positive doesn't create a positive. So maybe it wouldn't be good, but the two of them are crazy talented. I know they're friends also, and they trade seeds together for each other's varieties. Speaking of positive, not necessarily making a positive. So last week in the group, I posted a picture. I think it was like 5 of my crosses. So I made a cross of Malachite Box and Dwarf Purple Heartthrob last year. Grew out the F1 generation indoors over the winter. So I'm growing out the F2s now. And I posted from one little cross. Those 2 tomatoes are just about as great tomatoes as you can get, positive and positive. Let me tell you, there were a couple spitters in there. Some of the purples were kind of spitters. They were not good. I actually retasted one last night. Not good. But the green when ripe is great. The dwarf green, the dwarf blunt heart green striped is great. And there's this one wasn't pictured, but there's a purple green metallic striped, not the one on the picture, but a different one that was really, really good. Still waiting on one of the dwarfs. So I am carrying through a few of them, but positive and a positive don't always create a positive. Denise, I have September 5th night off from work. Can't wait to watch that episode with Bill. Hey, Missy, I love the red tomato light behind you, Lauren. So cute. Nice to see you, Missy. Yeah, I just got that. Where did I get it from? I think I got it from Etsy. It's cute, right? It's got a little dimmer on it. First, I'm like, does that look like an apple? But no, the top doesn't look like an apple. And this one I got a couple of years ago. Cindy Stone sent me that, which was so kind and generous. But yeah, they already had the chats in Messenger, which we're not going to get involved in. That is impossible to moderate. But everybody can still use their Messenger. Christmas Stitcher at heart. I got my first order from Briar St. Seeds. Wonderful to buy from. That's good to hear. Hi, Terry. Made it, but driving. Hugs. Hugs right back to you. Whamfish. Hi, tomato friends. Hope to have some F1 microdwarf and indeterminate seeds to share in Carlisle. Suffer well in Vilma at least. Maybe others if they take. Nice. I'm in. Those are 2 my all-time favorite tomatoes, as I'm sure you know. Vilma, one of my favorite microdwarfs. Suffer well. I have to taste Suffer well with something I'm going to talk about in a minute. That unseeded malachite box. Something unseeded malachite box, and then something unseeded, the thing that unseeded malachite box. But I don't have any Suffer wells ripe just yet. It's a late season. I'm waiting patiently. That's a fantastic variety. Uh-oh. I just noticed my Instagram was disconnected. Oh well. Hopefully they bebop over to my YouTube channel. Hi, Amy. Thanks for being here. I'm hoping 6208 is in the 8 or 9 because mine was just delivered from Jeff today. Spoiler alert, it is. It's really good. It's really good. Unfortunately, I don't have any more ripe ones of that. They came, my plant wasn't all that productive. I will, next year I'll probably grow a few plants, but they're excellent. Keena's reminding me of what the bricks was. Thanks, Keena. 8.4. Kina's brain. She's got the best brain. Adrian, raining daily in Georgia too. We go from one extreme to another. Now it's just steamy outside. And Jennifer, thanks for all the tips, Lauren. I hope my tomatoes are still living when I go home from on the road when you rely on your bestie to water. Oh, I hope so too. It's stressful being away during tomato season. Hey, Kenneth. Nice to see you. Hey, Julia. Nice to see you. Speaking of Julia, I want to share with you guys something I put in the group this morning. Was it this morning? No, it was yesterday. So there's a variety I've been really excited for called Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest. I believe it's from Russia. It's supposed to look like this. That is true to type, Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest. And that is what is on my plant outside. They're all waiting to ripen. I don't have any more ripe, but this is what they are supposed to look like. But I had this freaky alien one that looked like this. And I put it in the group yesterday under like freaky, ugly tomatoes. Well, I cut this up this morning to save seeds from. And by the way, not a lot of seeds. I thought I could at least count on this. I wasn't going to use it for my official review and photos because that's not what it's supposed to look like. It's just a freak. Oh, I didn't put the top picture. Well, if you flip the tomato on top, it grew right around the stem. So I had to cut off the stem with it. It was kind of funny. But anyway, so I cut it up to save seeds from today. Look at the brick score on this thing. It's an 8.0, which is very sweet for especially something that size. And I tasted it. It's delicious. I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like the ones I'm most anticipating, I think I set it up in my mind that I may not like it. This was definitely one of them. So I'll patiently await the real ones. Julia Peacock, you just made me think of this to do my official review. But the early review is this is a great tomato, Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest. Oh, you had Temptation of Sophia, plant give off-type green fruits. I just picked my first ones of Temptation. Triumph, I've had some, but not Temptation. But they look like they may be ripe in another couple days. Mine are. Denise, Bogatyria lucia will be in my garden for years to come. Beautiful and delicious, isn't it? So, so good. I don't have any ripe yet this year. And I kind of forgot about it. I think we gave it like an 8 out of 10 last year, maybe an 8.5. I put it up on my Instagram. And somebody like revived my review in the group. If somebody comments, it bumps the thing up to the top. So it got like a second life to it, this post in the group. And I read it and I kind of forgot how good it was. So I sort of started it late, but it is a great one. Really, really good. Christy's now going to purchase nanos. Hey, Mike. Nice to see you. Nanos has nice sized fruits too. They do. They're worth the wait for sure. Hey, Rach. This year in West Tennessee has been tough with constant rain, then extreme heat. The stripped grasshoppers are invisible this year. Ugh. I don't know what that is, but it sounds horrible. Kristen Butler, Nano's meatball will be a variety besides prime rib. I'll be growing every year from now on. That's good to hear. A lot of Nano's lovers here. This is true, Denise. This is a good point. Cherokee, so Suffer Well is a cross between Cherokee Purple and Berkeley Pink Tie-Dye. Both excellent tomatoes. In that case, a positive and a positive equals dynamite. You are right. And so far 3 of my crosses are also dynamite. So a positive and a positive equals double positive. But it doesn't always be translate to positive at all. Not sure how that happened, but it's true. You haven't had luck with Vilma. She quits on me every year. That's interesting. I had a plant that was 2.5 years old. I don't know how long you've been in the group, but I talked about her all the time. I swear I cried when she died. I actually just started a new one. Um, Andrea, excited that my season's finally getting going. About half finally have tomatoes, but none at the blush stage just yet. Rain's coming tonight or tomorrow. I'm happy for you. I know you've been through a lot this season. And Julie is so exciting about Elves of the Puzzlewood Forest. I know it. Okay, let's get started on some tomatoes. I talked about my garden tours may or may not continue after this week. We'll see. I may do one more. Bill Yoder will be on Tomato Talk Live with Jen and I on September 5th. And make sure you type in hashtag tomato. Okay, so I mentioned a few minutes ago that EV Mux's their slideshow tool wasn't working. So I've had to just put image upon image upon image, and I'm hoping I can just delete them as I'm going. We shall see. Hopefully it works, because a show without a slideshow is not good. Okay. Oh, let's taste. Let's taste things. So the first one, not the prettiest fruit. This is Blasphemous Rumors by Bill Yoder. Kind of a funky underside here. This is my first one. I have not tasted this yet. Starting to get fruit. It's nice and soft. And what do we know about Blasphemous Rumors? It's part of his Depeche Mode collection. It's new for this growing season. He says, if you like Captain Lucky and Nanas Noir, Copper River, etc., you will love this one. The name Blasphemous Rumors is a reference to those that believe a tomato that is any color other than red is considered blasphemy. You can add this to my list of offenses. It sure is hot in my greenhouse, he said. So let's taste it. I've been patiently waiting for this one. I'm sure Rob won't mind if I taste something without him. I'll save the other half for him. And don't talk me out of it, Ms. Jenkins. All right, let's get going here. Anybody? I know Amy, Amy Doroy, I think you've already tasted this, right? Anybody else tasted already? Let's see what the inside looks like. Ooh, pretty. Very pretty. That's my kind of tomato right there. A little funky because of the calf facing, but it's gorgeous. Ooh, that's a Lauren tomato if I ever saw one. Let's give this a taste. Forgot to measure the bricks. Oh, wow, is that good? I really wanted it to be good. That doesn't always mean it is going to be good, though. It's so sweet and fruity. All right, the bricks is 4.5. Respectable. It's fruity. It's very, very flavorful. Not watery at all. It's buttery. Sweet, a little bit of tang. Fruity. It tastes similar to Jarson 1 Tricolor, which, I'm like an evangelist for that tomato. Oh, that is so, so good. Nice job, Bill. Lots of seeds and goo. Ms. Jenkins, you're not going to talk me into it. I am eating like the whole thing. All right, we have another fruit upstairs. That's excellent. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. And the plant is very productive. I have lots of more fruit to come. Maybe I'll have some for Carlisle. That's a winner. I would probably give that an 8 or an 8.5. Delicious. And so pretty. All right, that's Blasphemous Rumors. You guys stress out when there's like one lone seed on the cutting board? Like I have to take it and put it over into the bowl. Like one seed can give somebody a really nice plant. Rowena says, my blasphemous rumors should be ready to taste in the next couple of days. Yay. Oh, blah, blah, you've got a nice banana s'more waiting to get ripe. Boy, I patiently wait. It's a late season. I haven't had any ripe ones yet this year, but my plants are doing well. Rowena, are you getting any cherries? I think one of mine might be a cherry. I had like what was possibly an off type last year, banana s'more cherry. I gave seeds to Rowena also since she loves banana s'more along with me. It's not in clusters like a cherry, but I think they might be smaller. Time will tell. We shall see. Gotta have it. Yes, you do have to have blasphemous rumors. It's great. Denise, I'll be looking for this one. Okay, the next one I have tasted before, and I was going to put in the slideshow, but I realized I forgot to make a graphic, which is very strange. This is Heidi's Wicked Good, bred by Heidi Dolan, our friend. I don't know if she's watching. Hi, Heidi. And I tasted this for the first time a few weeks ago. Went to put up because this was it's in my book here. It's either an 8 or an 8.5 we gave it. And I take my pictures and I make the graphic right away. And I must have forgot on this one, which is stressful. Good thing we still have fruits. So let me taste it with you guys. Anybody else growing Heidi's Wicked Good? I know Kina is. And I did taste and I really liked it. But let me taste it again with you guys. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. Not a lot of sweetness. It's like spicy, salty, tangy. What you would expect from a purple. Rich, deep flavor, almost like a Cherokee purple. Not nice. A lot of flavor. Intense flavor, which I love. That's a delicious tomato. Yeah, I have to look at my notes. It was an early on taste test, but I think we gave it an 8 out of 10. Oh, let me test the bricks. Very, very good. Tasty. Heidi's so talented. .1. So, and the plant is so productive. Keen, are you finding yours to be productive too? I think we already talked about this. That's good. Heidi's Wicked Good. That's a really good one. Okay. All right. So let me tell you about the saga behind my beloved malachite box and how it's been unseeded. I've loved malachite box for years, since we were given seeds by a farmer who called it malachite red, didn't know anything about it, and gave us the seeds. We grew it out, found it was a green when ripe, and it was the best tomato we'd ever had in our lives. So we've been growing it ever since. That was a long time ago. And up until last year, nothing was even close. And Suffer Well came into the picture, and we're like, whoa, this is really great. So a lot of years go by, and people are always like, if you like malachite box, you'll like this one. So a couple years ago, Del Nerpio Verde, which is from Spain, I believe, green when ripe, claimed it was better than malachite box. It wasn't, in my opinion. Trying to think of others. That's the only one I can think of offhand. Then my friend Marco, and I talked about this last week, there's a variety called Verde de las Landas, also from Spain, that my friend Marco said he believed it was better than malachite box. He had tried it. He really loved it. And that is here. Looks like malachite box. around the same size, same general color. These are both ripe. Hard to tell a difference. We tasted Verde de las Landas, and I shared this. This was one of the varieties I talked about last week. It was outstanding, and had to admit it was better than Malachite Box. Well, guess what? Enter a variety called Malapine, Malapine. This. Holy smokes. My friend Teresa from Poland sent me these seeds. Didn't know much about it. I only see it listed on one site, but her picture looked good. It's a green one ripe, right up my alley. So we tasted it, and this variety is incredible. It's so full bodied. It's got so much flavor. We knew it from first bite, when you bite into it and then, your taste buds and your tongue get involved. And it's like, holy smokes. I feel guilty about Malachite Box, but this is even better than Verde de las Landas, which is better than Malachite Box. Don't get me wrong. All three will probably go in my garden next year. They're really, really great, and I'd love to make some crosses too. Do I have... Oh, shoot. I had a graphic where I took a picture of all three of them together. They are a little bit different when you look at them ripe. The ripe color, just a tad bit different. All three of these are fully ripe. You can see Malachite Box gets a little bit more amber, but Malapine is a revelation, let me tell you. It's really fantastic. The Brix is a 4.5. We gave it a 9.5 out of 10, which is rare. We don't do that. We don't give that very often. It's excellent. It's excellent. So if you can get your hands on seeds for that, I will be saving lots and lots of seeds. But so that is the saga behind Malachite Box. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything to touch Malachite Box because it never does. But that's a great one. Thank you to my friend Teresa for giving me seeds for that. Kind of sad, right? But exciting too. Oh, Sherman's here. Hey, Sherman. We've all been worried about you. Hey, my friend. Thanks, Susan. Yes, if you guys can hit the like button, that would be great. Kina about Heidi's Wicked Good. Yes, it's very productive. Still giving out flowers also, so it doesn't want to stop, it seems. Good. Good. Where can we find seeds for Heidi's Wicked Good? That's a good question. I have to check with Heidi to see if I know she'd shared them with a fellow breeder friend who had them on her site, which where Kina got hers. I have to just confirm with Heidi that she wants these in wide release. I think it's probably too late for that decision, but I don't know, to be honest with you. After this season, you can put it in Seed Seeking Saturday and maybe find some. Kina, do you remember? I know you remember the site that you were able to order from. The name's escaping me now. I don't know that other vendors will have it this year. I'm thinking probably next year, because I only know 2 other people who are growing it. And my parents are growing it. I gave them an extra plant because they have a cat named Heidi. But my mom told me yesterday their plants aren't doing so great. The new urban gardener. Hello, first time here. Nice to meet you, new urban gardener. Happy to have you here. Almost neon in color, very chartreuse bottom and inside. Part of me wants to taste it on the air with you guys, and part of me is like, that's such a waste of seeds. But the plant is very prolific, so maybe I should just do it. I mean, I've already tasted it. It's fantastic. Oh, and I forgot to mention this part, but I did talk about it on Tuesday. So as soon as we tasted how great this tomato was, I immediately ran to the counter and I got a Malachite Box and I got a Verde de las Landas, and we did taste them side by side. And it is, in fact, Malapine is the winner. But I feel like that's calling the other ones losers. They're so amazing. All 3 of them. They really are. Doesn't take anything away from either one of them. Verde de las Landas is fantastic. Malachite Box will always have a place in my heart. It's fantastic. It's just an amazing tomato. Um, but yeah, this one's just a little bit better. Good question. When you're trying to figure out when the green when ripe tomatoes are done, how soft should the top be? You know, there's a lot of nuances to that. It's a very good question. Some varieties, like this maple heart here from Sophia Sakova, another great. Oh, I forgot to talk about this one. I forgot to list this one. This was at least an 8. You want there to be some give. You don't want it to be hard. But yeah, let's take a look at all 3 of these green ones. Sometimes they're better not getting super mushy. In fact, a little bit underripe is good, but there's give to all of these. The Malachite box, I think the top stays a little bit more firm. The Malapine's a little softer, but you do want there to be some give. You don't want it to be hard. I don't know if that helps you out at all. I'm growing Green Heart of Sophia, another Sophia Sakova, and it doesn't have the yellow epidermis, which means that when it's ripe, it doesn't turn the amber color. So when you have to, I keep going out there. It's like, please don't squeeze the Charmin. For those of you that are old enough to remember that commercial along with me, really have to squeeze because it's almost impossible to tell just by looking at it which ones are ripe and which ones aren't. So it really does depend on the variety. I've got a couple red ones upstairs that the top is staying pretty firm, and I know the rest of it's really, really ripe. So I don't know if that helps you at all, Akelia, but in my experience for the green ones, you do want there to be a little bit of squishiness to it. Now I'm bruising my tomatoes. Kina says you can't order it anywhere. Where I got them doesn't actually sell seeds per now, but will one day. Best ask Heidi first if they can be distributed. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Kina. I have not grown Sunny Eclipse. Nope. Is that something you're thinking of? Okay, so that is Malapine, my new fave. Let me see if hopefully I can just do this. All right, that worked. So here's another one we tasted last week. It's funny because it was after last Thursday's show. So I've had a plant. We hadn't had anything ripe until last week. Been watching, waiting because it looked really good. And then right after last Thursday's show, somebody private messaged me and said, I need to send you seeds for Tay-and-D or Tie-and-Dye because it's excellent and I think it's your kind of tomato. And I think I had just picked one that day, but I hadn't tasted it yet. And I think we tasted it the next night. And she was right. It's an excellent tomato from France. I got my seeds from Graf Semina, I believe. The Brix was a 5.1. Overall, we gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Anybody growing this? It's really, really good. As you can see, it's kind of a green striped with a little bit of pink in the outside, and then inside it's got the pink heart, just like I like. It was fruity, but it was intense flavor. Let me see if I can find my notes here. Here it is. I wrote delectable. Wow, sweet and tangy, so flavorful, buttery mouthfeel. Absolutely delicious. A winner. It's got regular leaf foliage, late season because I've only had this one fruit at this point. But so good. Tons and tons of flavor. Anybody else have experience with this one? I'm growing, but they're not ripe. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, I don't think I have any more that look like they're even remotely turning. Waiting patiently after having this first one, like even just talking about it's making me want more. Hey, Jen's here. Hey, Jen. Hello, my gorgeous friend Lauren. Love you. I love you right back. Can you please know which GWR has the longest shelf life? Malachite box, Verde de las Landas, or Malapine? That's a good question. and hard to say at this moment. Malachite box, I find, has a really good shelf life overall. It does not rot quickly. I've had Verde de las Landas for a few weeks now. That hasn't rot. Malapine has only been maybe a week, so it's a little bit premature for me to say. But I can tell you with conviction that Malachite box does have very good shelf life, and so far Verde de las Landas does too. I have many Malapines that are picked, and they're definitely not quick. Sometimes these varieties are very quick to start turning. So far, these aren't, but if you want to check back with me, I can give you better info on that. But the other two, so far, so good. Tandy is so pretty. I agree. If you're just joining in, the prizes are sponsored by Jeffrey Rainmaker and Briar St. Seeds. He's giving away 3 amazing seed packages along with these beautiful good luck coins that say every seed a spell, every bloom a tale. So for 3 lucky winners, it says Briar St. Seeds on the back. So make sure you type in #tomato in the comments, and then I'll do a drawing at the end of the episode. Thank you very much, Jeffrey, for this. And he has just instituted a 20% off code forever for members of Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap and viewers of the show here. Use TLC20, easy to remember since that's the same code as Inspired Garden Life shirts. And through the end of August, with every order, you will get for free one of these coins. Free shipping over $20, US and international. So good deal. He's got great varieties, a lot of Bill Yoder ones, and some of the varieties. I think the next one, no, not the next one. And 2 more we'll be talking about a variety. He's got Nano's Meatball Dwarf, which I shared about in the group today, and lots of other great ones too. Oh, and Hazel Grouse Under the Pineapple, which I tasted live on the show 2-3 weeks ago and was really good. Okay, let's get back to some tomatoes here. Boom. This one was a surprise, a real surprise. This is a variety called Queen Nanny, breeders Phil Seneca from the United States. I've got a ripe one here. Really good shelf life on these. Production is insane. And I don't know why I wasn't expecting to like it. I guess because the shelf life is so good. I'm growing a bunch of his varieties this year. This one, it's so, so pretty. Let me show you up close. Aren't they gorgeous? So many fruits on this thing. It's kind of a cat-faced one. And the inside is this deep, deep red. The brick score is a 4.4. So much flavor in this thing. We gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Let me find my tasting notes here. We just tasted it the other night. It was one of those, like, my counter fills up with things we need to taste that night. And sometimes there's like 10. And by the time Rob gets home, I cook dinner and all of that. I'm tired. Tasting at night, it gets to be a lot. I want to sit down and rest before I go to bed. So because this one had such good shelf life, it kept getting bumped to the next night, to the next night, to the next night. But then we finally tasted it. I wrote very flavorful, juicy with lots of seeds and goo, green gel, incredibly flavorful. It is rich and tangy, very tomatoey. That I remember. Wow, great red, good shelf life. Let's taste it again, shall we? Since I have so many of them. This is a great one. So tomatoey. It reminded me of, and I hate when I hear this from people. It's that old-fashioned tomatoey flavor. And then I grow it, I'm like, no, it isn't. But this one actually was. Isn't that beautiful? That is, It's like a really good tomato sauce. It's so rich, very intense, juicier than I was expecting. Excellent tomato. Excellent. Nice surprise. Barb says, I need a good luck coin. My only plant that is doing good is orange hat. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We'll place an order with Briar St. Seeds through the end of the month, and you can get a good luck coin, or maybe you'll win one of them today. Missy Queen Nanny looks fantastic. I find Phil seeds are hard to find. They are. Yeah. It is fantastic. Jen says, I haven't tasted mine yet. Can't wait. I can't wait to hear what you think. Oh, Kina. Queen Nanny, I know. I think of you. Well, I'll just leave it at that. I'll think of you. So good. That's fantastic. Okay. What's next? Phil Senek on his website has a lot of information about his varieties. Queen Nanny of the Maroons was an Ashanti woman from West Africa in a place that is now called Ghana. Sold into slavery at a young age, Nanny learned from Maroons and Arawak indigenous people from what is now called Jamaica and was liberated into Maroon society. She organized with other Maroons to defeat British slave traders and became a famous leader, founding Nanny Town within the Blue Mountains of Jamaica and freeing nearly 1,000 indigenous and African slaves. Her strategic brilliance and connection to the land and people was so powerful that the British were unable to encroach upon her territories within her lifetime. When military dominance was impossible, British invaders and slavers attempted to starve out Queen Nanny and her people by cutting off their access to food. So Nanny turned to indigenous Arawak seeds, especially the indigenous pumpkin, and through seed sovereignty, she liberated her people a second time. Hers is a story of strength of women, the strength of African and indigenous unity in the face of colonialism, and as a story about the importance and value of the indigenous seeds of this land. It is only fitting that a pumpkin-shaped tomato be named in her honor. Glad I read that. Phil himself is a Native American, so he's got a lot of names that have Native American names and fantastic stories. Alan Tooth says, I'm just rolling in here now. I just got off work. I actually managed to catch everyone on a live. Nice to see you, Alan. Glad you're here. Linda says, wow, looks amazing. It is amazing. Total surprise. Total surprise. Was not expecting to like it. I love when that happens, though. And then on the flip side, sometimes you're like, oh, this one's going to be so good. And it's kind of really not. Lovely story, says Karen. I agree. Okay, what's the next one? All right, this next one Jeffrey has in his shop, Briar St. Seeds. And I thought I had talked about it because I reviewed it a couple of weeks ago. This full review is up on my Instagram already. It's a variety from Ukraine called Dwarf 62208. It's a green when ripe. Excellent tomato. So flavorful. Bred by Garina MV. My friend Drew, actually, she contributed seeds to the Jarson grow out last year. Her Jarsons weren't doing well, or I think died. So she said, I've got this variety and another one instead. So she sent it. So anybody in the Jarson grow out got these seeds last year. And she said it's the best. I forget if she said it's the best green when ripe tomato she's ever had or the best tomato. It was at least the best green when ripe. So I'm like, well, I have to grow it, green when ripe. That's my jam. And it really is excellent. The plant wasn't all that productive for me. I think I got 3 or 4 fruits. So I would grow it again. I would probably, like Nano's Meeple, I would probably do multiple plants. But Drew herself said that she has great production on hers. So maybe it was just me. Anybody else grown this? Everybody likes the Queen Nanny story. That is a nice story, isn't it? So for those of you that weren't around, this dwarf 62208 is in one of the prize packages donated by Jeffrey Rainmaker. That's part of his dwarf package, which includes Deaton's dwarf 62208, Tanager, and Fred's tie-dye dwarf. So you can have a chance to win. What a wonderful story about Queen Nanny. That is a good story, isn't it? Love the Queen Nanny story. I love tomatoes with a story. I'm surprised I haven't talked about that one yet. Always seeking out the stories. So this was an excellent tomato. We gave it an 8 out of 10. Deb grew dwarf 62208, got several fruits, and the plant up and died. Great taste. Same with me. Same exact thing with me. I thought it was me. It was like a determinant for me. Yes, it sounds like you too. Yes, totally worth it. Great taste. Yeah, I agree. Very great taste. Loved it. Okay, next one. Chocolate Delight. This is one of Sophia's. I think I have. Oh, here's one. These are nice size fruits. We tasted this one the other night. So productive, this plant. They're really starting to roll in. And this is one of the smaller ones, believe it or not. Absolutely delicious. We rated an 8.5 out of 10. The Brix was a 5.0. It's F7 generation. Sophia says it's another new selection of hers. Said that there could be splitting, which mine were true to type for what she showed. Very tasty. Let's take a look inside. It's very rich and flavorful. Beautiful hearts. Anything with chocolate in the name I want to grow. In fact, I'm talking about another chocolate one of hers in a minute. Pretty. So her hearts don't tend to have a whole lot of seeds. Isn't that pretty? Holy moly. I got to test the Brix on this. We tested it at a 5, but this tastes sweeter than that. Huh. It says 4.5. I swear, sometimes things that are really low, and I'm talking about one in a minute, taste like they're so much more, and vice versa. So really, it's a good tool, the refractometer, but it definitely doesn't tell the full story. This tastes so sugary sweet right now. That's heaven. Very sweet, fruity, but also umami at the same time, like earthy, not spicy. Oh, it's so good. It's like you're eating a fruit. I mean, you are eating a fruit, but that is delicious. Love it, love it, love it. So that's Chocolate Delight. I would assume that places like Tomato, Eden, and Grafsamina will have a lot of these Sophia varieties that I'm growing this year. I got many of the seeds from Tatiana, so I know she'll be growing them too. Yeah, that's a great tomato chocolate delight. And like I said, it's very productive too, so I'm psyched. Oh, Keena's going to bed. Good night, Keena. Oh, Malachite Jen, you missed my Malachite story. You have to watch the show back. Because, well, you knew that Verde de las Landas unseeded Malachite box for me, yes? Something unseeded Verde de las Landas. Where is it? It's called Malapine. You have to watch the show back. And you have to get this tomato. I'll be saving seeds and I will send them your way because you will love it. Oh, Heidi just said the same thing. It's good you weren't here. Lauren talked about Malapine beating Malachite box. True story. Verde de los Landes was only top notch for like a week. Still an excellent tomato. This was a really nice surprise, Malapine. I was given seeds by tomato friend in Poland. She was my Jarson angel last year. We do these massive trades once a year, and didn't know anything about it. I've only seen one site list it, and then she had it on her site. It's so delectable, Jen. Delectable. So, so good. All right, what's next? Tupelo honey. This is a new one from Teresa Smith of Terra Nova Farms. I know many of you out there are also growing it or have grown it already. Boy, is this a productive tomato. Holy mackerel. Here's one of them right here. They're so beautiful. They're like a butterscotch ochre color with a hint of orange. Let me show you a little more up close. And the plant is non-stop. Absolutely non-stop. Starting, I can't even tell you how many fruits I've gotten off. I've been giving these away to a lot of people because I have so many extra. I only have one bowl yet. Do I have to cut up anything else? I guess not. I want to cut it up to show you the inside. I've got all these bowls with tomatoes around so I can save seeds from them later. Wait till you get a load of this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's juicy. I don't want to drip on my keyboard. Isn't that insane? That's like artwork. It looks very similar to Thorburns terracotta. And Kina told me that it's got Thorburns terracotta in the cross. That gorgeous. I dripped on the keyboard. I haven't tasted this one in like 2 weeks. Wowza. We gave it an 8 out of 10. I wonder if I might consider bumping it up to an 8.5. I haven't posted the full review yet. This is so good. So much flavor. Very tangy. Little bit of sweetness. Loud flavor. Very, very good. I'd probably keep it at an 8. It's excellent. Anybody else grow it? I'll tell you, it's so good. Looks like my type. It's just beautiful. I also grew one of hers from last year called Earth Angel. Also had a butterscotch look to it. It was good. Nothing like this. Nothing like Tupelo honey. I saw who asked, will she now be called Malapine Gem? You have to grow it first. You do have to grow it. Absolutely do. Tupelo honey looks amazing. It's a good one. Julie, I'm surprised you're not growing this year. Need this in my life. Another variety to look forward to. Yeah, this was a nice surprise too. Like I said, I liked Earth Angel. It's not something I would probably grow again, but this Tupelo honey, I would consider growing this again. This is a great one. So again, that's from Teresa at Terra Nova Farms. The Brix was a 5.0, and we gave it an 8 out of 10. Here's a nice one we tasted this week from Bill Jeffers. It's called Sugar Magnolia. It has many things in the cross, but Malachite box is one of the things, which is why I have been wanting to grow it. And then a tomato friend had got seeds from Bill and sent them my way. So this was a really nice one. I showed pictures to Bill, and he said this is a nice specimen, which made me feel good. He said in hot climates the colors are more vibrant, and only had one fruit so far, but this is an 8 out of 10. We gave it the bricks 4.3. The cross, it's Malachi Box and NC1 Celebrity F3 and Brandywine NC1 Celebrity F3. So it's got a lot of intricacies to the crosses, but Malachi Box is in there. It's a regular leaf plant. The fruits are 6 to 8 ounces. Delicious, fruity. Let me find my notes from this one. We really enjoyed it. Sweet and refreshing, very juicy. Looks like a peach inside. Lots of flavor. Not a lot of seeds and goo. Very delicious. So that's Sugar Magnolia. Darla says, I really need seeds for Tupelo honey. I know you like loud flavor like me, Darla. You definitely need seeds for that. Wasn't able to obtain seeds this season. There's many of us growing it in the group. You'll be able to get seeds. Put in Seed Seeking Saturday. I know you'll be gifted with seeds. Need to try this, says Lisa. Amanda, hi, I'm growing Heidi's Bad Luck Toebreaker too. Oh, right. Heidi's Bad Luck Toebreaker Tupelo honey. Just picked the first one. Oh, I totally forgot about that story. Heidi broke her toe to give a plant of Tupelo honey to the folks in Carlisle as a prize, if I'm remembering the story correctly, and Amanda got it. Yes. Well, I think it'll be worth it. Maybe not worth it for Heidi, but it'll be worth it for you. Everybody I know who's grown it really has liked it so far. I'm one of them. So hope you enjoy it. You'll have to let me know what you think. Glad to see what Sugar Magnolia looks like. Mine aren't ripe yet. Your Rose gave you seeds, right? I got my seeds from Rose. Really nice. I'll be curious to hear what you think. I really enjoyed it. Hey, Nicole. Nice to see you. Renee says, Chocolate Delight is gorgeous and big. They are so big. And the plant is full of them. So, so good. And Heidi says, I hope you like it. Her Bad Luck Toe Breaker. Okay, let's Sugar Magnolia. Here's another I mentioned there's another chocolate one. This is another of Sophia's called Chocolate Henry. I want to replace the photos here because the one that we tasted has, when you have the stem kind of goes down through the entire thing. So the real inside does not have that white stem throughout. So I'm waiting for another. I've tasted a few fruits already. I've saved seeds from a number of them, but I have one really nice looking one. So I'm going to replace the interior photo with a better photo. But whatever the case, this was a great tomato too. This is a cross of, she says Henry Osana, which is why Chocolate Henry, but I think she means Gary Osana, and Cindy, West Virginia, indeterminate. It's her only potato leaf that I'm growing this year. The rest of Sophia's are all regular leaf from the ones I'm growing this year. I don't know if she has other potato leaf as well. Production's pretty good. I wish it was better because it is such a great variety. I'm growing 2 plants. It is delicious. The bricks is only a 3.8, but overall the flavor is fantastic. Let's see what I had to say about it. Delicious, tastes sweeter than the brick says. Skin was a bit chewy, but doesn't take away from the flavor. Tangy and sweet, full-bodied, well-balanced. Very good. That's Chocolate Henry. I sent seeds to Kina. I sent seeds to Mary Rivas. Both of them had very bad luck and weren't able to grow it. So I'm saving as many seeds as I can. I actually got seeds from 2 places. One from my friend in Poland who grew it last year, and also from Tatiana was able to spare 2 seeds for me. I had this one on my wish list. So thank you, Tatiana and Teresa from Poland. Make sure if you're just joining in, make sure you type in #tomato. The prizes today are donated by Jeffrey Rainmaker of Briarwood Seeds. Briar Saint Seeds, and they're great, 3 great seed packages along with these good luck gardening coin medallion things that people are seeming to want. There's a dwarf seed package, a Bill Yoder seed package, and a bestsellers seed package. So type in #tomato. Okay, next one. Oh, this is one we just tasted last night. Another Bill Yoder, the chauffeur. And I know Bill said, I think he said this is his favorite out of the collection. This is from the Duran Duran collection. I'm a massive Duran Duran fan. I'm sure if you've watched before, you know the whole story. My best friend from college and I were big fans. She's now their manager, so I've met them a few times. Simon Laban actually wished me a happy birthday a couple of weeks ago, which is really nice. I got a video of that. My Simon Laban, love him. This was a great tomato. We gave it an 8 out of 10. Brix was a 4.7. The fruits are big, really big. This one we tasted was almost a pound, which was 450 grams. And they're all like that. Plant is very productive, tall, very tall plant. Bill says, introducing the chauffeur, the first addition to my upcoming Duran Duran collection. It's definitely his favorite tomato. He named it in honor of his favorite Duran Duran song. He has a new Duran Duran one coming out. He doesn't think it'll be available for this year because of a screw up, but he's got a new one coming out. I won't announce it. I'll let him announce it when he's ready. I think he did announce it on his page now that I'm saying that. But better safe than sorry. I won't say anything about the name of the song, but he's pretty excited about it, as am I. Let me see what we said about chauffeur. Fruity and citrusy. Tastes much sweeter than 4.7. Smooth and buttery. Lots of flavor. Refreshing. We really, really liked it. Anybody else grown the chauffeur? I know Amy did. The Killia my chauffeur are huge, just waiting for them to fully ripen. Yeah, I was waiting patiently too. You'll have to let me know what you think. YouTube, please hit the like button, thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. That really does help if you guys can like the video. I know it seems like such a nothing thing, but it really does help if you can hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And thanks for those of you who remind everybody, since I always forget. All right, so that's the chauffeur. And then we have one more. Another Sophia. Oh my. Rose gold is what it's called. And wow, this was a great tomato. I showed them in person during my show on Tuesday, my garden tour. The photos don't even do it justice. Let me enlarge this so you can see. This is right now, and it should be of all, this was the most beautiful tomato I grew in my garden this year. It's an F6. Yeah, the photos just don't do it justice. So the top looks like gold, slight antho. You can't taste the antho though, thankfully. And the bottom is this really deep, colorful, like tie-dye look of these coral and golden color. So beautiful. The interior, I have more pictures of the interior I wish I could show. Fantastic. And the flavor, and I wanted the taste to match the colors, and it did. We gave it an 8.5 out of 10. The Brix is a 4.5. These were huge also. That fruit is 12 1/8 ounces, so not quite a pound, but they're all big. There's lots more to come. Still have a few Sophias not ripe yet. Strawberry sherbet. Had my first Victoria Salute the other day. Cherry syrup, and Bliss. None of those are ripe yet. I think those are the only ones I haven't had. Was really excited for rose gold. I am saving seeds. Where's my review? Sweet, fruity, and tangy. Bicolor, typical bicolor flavor. Very flavorful, deep, rich, intense. Yum. Gorgeous. We loved it. We both loved it. So that's rose gold. And that's it for the week. Wow, rose gold, what a beauty. I know, right? Rose gold instantly has my heart. Is chauffeur and the chauffeur different? No, they're the same. The actual name of the song is the chauffeur. I think people just take out the, but no, it's the same tomato. I think half my garden's going to be new Bill Yoder varieties next year. I know. This is my second year growing a lot of Bill. Next year, there are so many Duran Duran ones I didn't grow this year, which felt blasphemy to me. Talk about blasphemous rumors. It felt odd to not grow them all. Next year, I think I'm doing even more. And then I've got my own crosses and some Japanese ones and all of that. And then things I want to regrow, and rose gold may just be one of them. Rose gold's gorgeous. I know. Totally gorgeous. Hey, Anthony. Hope everyone's having a great growing day. I am. Thank you. Nice to see you, Anthony. Rose gold is a stunner, isn't it? Totally beautiful. And very fortunate that production is good. So far, I've had 2 big fruits, but there's more to come. So that's it for this week. Now's your last chance to get in #tomato. Let me tell you what the prizes are. Again, they're from Jeffrey Rainmaker of Briar St. Seeds. Visit him at briarstseeds.com. He's got Dwarf 62208 is in there. Nano's Meatball Dwarf is in there. A lot of Bill Yoder, the chauffeur. He sells the chauffeur. He's got great varieties. He's also not just tomatoes either. He's got peppers also. There's a forever coupon code for us, TLC20, for 20% off. Free shipping over $20 through the end of August. You get a free good luck medallion with each order. And then he ships international as well. So everybody put in #tomato. Let me tell you one more time what the prizes are. Hang on. And then, so there are 3 prizes, and each one will get a medallion too. So I'll put extra postage on so you can get one of those good luck medallions, because it sounds like many of you want them. First one's the dwarf package: Nano's Meatball, Paws Pride, Hazel Grouse Under the Pineapple, Antho Pink Panther. Those are the dwarfs. Is that the dwarf? No, that's not the dwarf. That's bestsellers. Sorry, I questioned myself. I'm like, my hazel grouse isn't a dwarf. I'm sorry, Jeff. Those are your bestsellers. Then here's the dwarf: Deaton's Dwarf, Fred's Tie-Dye Dwarf, Dwarf 62208, and Tanager. And then the Bill Yoder package: Come Undone, Save a Prayer, Little Red Corvette, and What You Want. So let's do that giveaway. Let me find, I've got so many tomatoes and bowls all over the place. Let me get my notebook so I can write down. If you win, please, it's best to private message me on Facebook. I check it more often. But I will put, scrolling at the bottom, here's my email address in case you're not on Facebook. And if you're not on Facebook, you really should be, just for no other reason than to join Tomato Lovers Collective and swap. We're waiting for you. We would really love to have you. If I decline your request because you've just joined, and that happens for people that have just joined, just email me and explain. We try to keep out scammers and stuff, but some people join Facebook just to join our group, and I love that. I respect that a lot. So just message me and let me know if we decline your request. Okay, here's our giveaway tool. Everybody got the #tomato in? Okay, so the first one, we will do the Bill Yoder prize package. Start page. And please contact me. I can't, it's a lot for me to contact all the winners of these things. So if you can please contact me, I would appreciate that. Okay, first one, Bill Yoder. Oh, one woof. Congratulations, oh, one woof. Okay, that's the Bill Yoder package and the medallion. Next one is the dwarfs. Deaton's, Fred's Tie-Dye, 6208, and Tanager. Drew Black. Congratulations, Drew. My drum roll's a little off there. And then bestsellers, Nano's Meatball Dwarf, Paws Pride, another one of Heidi Dolan's creations, a great mini dwarf. Hazel Grouse Under the Pineapples, fantastic tomato, as is Nano's Meatball, and Dwarf Antho Pink Panther. And that goes to Mayor from Afar. Wow, you are a big winner lately. Congratulations, everybody. So if you three can please message me, and I'll get these prize packages out to you. Thank you again, Jeffrey from Briar Saint Seeds. Please make sure you check him out, briarsaintseeds.com. And don't forget to use TLC20 ongoing. I'll put this in the group as well. Thank you for offering the coupon code. That's very, very generous of you, Jeff. And that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I will maybe be back with a tomato tour on Tuesday. I'll probably be back with something on Tuesday. We'll go out in the garden. Even if it's dead, we'll go look. There's going to be tomatoes out there. I mean, there's going to be tomatoes out there for a while. So I may just do a kitchen counter tomato tour. We'll see. We'll see what Tuesday brings. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I wish all of you really good luck with your gardens. Some of you are just starting to get things. Some of you have winded down already, but I send good wishes to you all to have a great season and enjoy these tomatoes. Don't forget that we always have Seed Seeking Saturday. So if you see anything on the show today that you really would like and that's not for sale anywhere, put in Seed Seeking Saturday. I'm not giving out that many seeds right now because I'm so busy with the season, but and I'm saving so many seeds, but I will be giving out a lot of seeds. I always do. I'm trying to keep my plate relatively clean right now because I'm just kind of busy with seed saving, as I know you can all relate to. I notice that the stamp game's a little light and Seed Seeking Saturday is a little light. It's always light this time of year because we are all so busy, but it will pick up again, trust me. But put things in Seed Seeking Saturday. We also have a #1 most wanted post where you can have one variety at a time that you are looking for. And when it's found, and hopefully it will be, you can delete that and put up another one. So that's always a good way to put things up. I know many of you are looking for Missouri seeds, and I'm saving as many as possible. I'm going to give out 3 per person just to make it fair so I can send them out to as many people as possible. But they're fermenting and drying, and they are coming. So I am keeping an eye on those of you who have it in most wanted. Have no fear. So, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks as always for your support. If you can subscribe and like this show, I would appreciate it. And have a great weekend. I'll see you on Tuesday. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on and go grow tomatoes. Bye, everybody.